When I was introduced to this business, it was through a friend of mine, and I'd watched him and his brother come through this town, and his brother was in a business similar to this, had an incredible product, and I watched his brother make a lot of money, close to $18 million in that business, and he's a young guy. How old is Devin now?
35.
35 years old. So that's a lot of money. And you know, being a business person, you know, I'm always looking to make money. And Keston called me with this, and it's something that I am very thankful for him sharing this. This guy is very successful, has been very successful in businesses like this before, and he's doing it all over again. And with that, he's from Fort Lauderdale, Keston Robinson.
Thank you, guys. I just want to say thanks to Brian and Ed and Matt and everybody in this room for taking their time to come out tonight. You know, I just drove up here from Fort Lauderdale, and I lived here born and raised down there, but lived here for 15 years of my life. And you know, you don't know my story, I'll give it to you in 2 seconds. My dad owns a nursery out off of 714 and Citrus Boulevard, and we were out there. We have 100 acres out there, and we have a nursery, and that's what my younger brother and I did. And at the same time I did that, I convinced my dad somehow, at 26, to buy me a nightclub in West Palm, and I was going to be great at that too. So when that other business came through, that's what I was doing. I was working like everybody else. And people look at these businesses, and I'll just give you like a little example today, and you think, man, is this business worth it? You know, like, who does this business? Well, I have pictures on my phone today. This morning at 10 a.m., I was down at the Lamborghini dealership with the owner of Lamborghini and the Audi, which is the largest in the United States, and he's looking at getting in. So when you like talk about who gets into these businesses and who's looking, everybody looks at these businesses. And he was just talking to me this morning, and I was asking him how he got into that business, and he was asking me, you know, how I ended up in this business. And I just said, well, you know what? It was something that I never thought of. Like, no one ever goes to school, right, and gets out and thinks, man, I can't wait to go sell a fruit juice or do this or do that. But it really did. It changed my whole family's life. I went from working 50 to 60 hours a week for my dad, who was a slave driver, to my younger brother and I. You know, I mean, we had to be there early and stay late, and it was great. But then we started doing this business, and it really did. My younger brother's 35, made 20 million. My uncle made 30 million in that other business. And, you know, it was an unbelievable run. And the most important thing for myself isn't the money. I can care less. It was really about all the wonderful friends that I got to meet along the way, and the relationships I created, and the time I got to spend with my younger brother, because, you know, at the other business we were always at each other's throats and, you know, ready to kill each other every day in the office. And then we traveled the country in a tour bus for 2 years doing this. So I really learned to love this business, and plus got to make a bunch of my friends a bunch of money, which is the best part, because in any other business, you know, in our nursery and we own other companies, you know, I'm the owner. I'm the one that's going to make the most money. I own the business. I took the risk. So that's coming to me, and then I pay everybody down the line. But in this business, it doesn't work like that. Everybody's got to make money. You can't make a nickel unless you're making somebody money in this business. So, I mean, that was what was exciting to me. When I took a look, I had a buddy of mine that was from the other company, and he called me and he said, hey, Keston, I got a product. I think it's phenomenal. I think it's a great opportunity. You know, are you willing to look at it? I told him no for 3 months. You know, so if you ask somebody and they told you no, I was a no for 3 months. I just wasn't open. I had 2 other companies, and the timing wasn't right. But when I finally sat down and looked at it, I realized, wow, this is an unbelievable product. The company's solid. I met the owner, Jimmy Lou, phenomenal business guy. You know, the financial backing's there. So I said, you know what, I'm going to be part of this. And, you know, you guys are on this group with, you know, all these leaders up here. And these guys they're the best. You know, they're the best leaders that you guys have up here. And so in the company right now, just so you know, our group's growing 20% faster than any group in the United States, period, right here. And we're breaking all kind of records. You know, in this business, I've been doing it for 7 years. November and December are always your slowest months of the year to build. So when December came, I set a goal for myself, and it wasn't really that much. But I thought it was a lofty goal for myself because I knew how slow December would be. I can tell you that I hit that goal 5 times over again. That's how much the growth is amazing. We broke 5 diamonds in the month of December, which has never happened for me in the other business at all. So the momentum is phenomenal. You know, I mean, I'm just watching and looking at all these teams and growing. I've been in now for 4 months, over 400 people in the business, which in the other business, when I was up here and got started, it took me 8 months to get 43. And I thought I was doing something then. So, I mean, I'm just telling you guys, you're with the right group. You're with the right company. the opportunity is huge. When I signed up in the other business, I was 36,000. There's 3,000 in this company. So when I tell you you're in and you're in at a great time and you're in with a great product, that I really believe is going to make that other opportunity that I was part of minute. I mean, literally, because I can tell you that from the people that I worked with in that other business, they're already all coming over here. I mean, they're all calling me. I'm not even reaching out. I'm not calling anybody. They're literally calling me and saying, Keston, I've heard of this. I've seen it online. I saw it on your Facebook. Tell me what you're doing, and I want to be part of it. So, I mean, you guys are in a great area right here because this is where we got started, and this is where it all happened for us. And I'm going to be up here to help these guys build, and even though I don't have to, it's pretty much I just come up to, clean up. I can just sweep up the room because these guys got it all. I mean, so, I'm just happy to help you guys, and if I can answer any questions or anything, please feel free to ask, and if not, I'll let Brian do the training.
Thank you very much. I just want to promote real quick, January 19th, there's a seminar in Fort Lauderdale. If you guys think you see something here, you got to be at that. It is going to be incredible. There's going to be some teaching, some motivation. You're going to see some people that are already succeeding in this business. And it's very important for you to see that, hey, we've got something here. This is work. This works. And this is going to be huge. We haven't even scratched the surface yet. We need to take this into every state in this country, and eventually we'll take it around the world. So that's how big this, as big as you can think, is as big as we're going to take it. So. And
on that ticket, I just want to say, my partner, Salt, that I do my other businesses with, he had a really good relationship with Greg Ammerman. Well, you can go YouTube the guy. He's a phenomenal speaker, speaks at all these major Fortune 500 companies. I mean, literally, the guy won't step into a room for $10,000 to $15,000, period. He's not coming to do anything that's minimum. And my partner decided to pay that out of his pocket to bring him down on the 19th for you guys for 4 hours. So Greg's flying down to do that, and my partner knows. He said, look, I'm willing to put the money up even though it's going to cost me, and I'll eat some of that money. And the ticket sales that we'll have, the room only really holds 250 people, so that's pretty much max. So, I mean, it's not even like that money from the tickets is even going to cover what's out of pocket, but he said it'll come back in the long run because when I tell you that guy's a phenomenal speaker, go on YouTube, go do whatever, he's phenomenal. So.
Good, and get your tickets. They're only $20 a piece, and when they're gone, they're gone. Like Keston said, only holds 250 people. So we can only sell so many tickets. But if you want to crank your business up, definitely be at this seminar. And that's